Welcome to the Bandano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. They're really not gonna like this. They are really not gonna like this. The truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free. And the truth is, though everybody was doing backflips after game one, 1.9 million. 2.5 million. Oh, there were a lot of backflips being done. Now, instead of the backflips after game 2 and 3 ratings came out, instead of backflips, now they're just sneakily throwing some things in here to make it all appear like it's all roses and peaches. But instead, it's not roses and peaches at all. Front office sports. WNBA finals most viewed in 25 years, despite possible aces sweep. I told you they're not going to like me. Didn't I say that? You can read up and down and left and right this article. Oh my gosh, game 1, 1.9. Game 2, 1.2. Game 3, 1.3. Oh man, the finals are booming. The WNBA finals are booming. But you know what they don't put in this article? And I know, last year they did ratings a little bit differently than they did this year. So technically this year is year one, but they still compared numbers, the game one numbers to last year's, no? They still compared game one numbers to last year. So you know what I said to myself? I said, okay, let's compare game 2 and game 3 numbers to last year. Game 2, 1.2 million viewers with a peak of 1.4 this past season. This current WNBA finals that just wrapped up. Game 2. Oh, snap. Last year, game 2 did 1.34 million. Viewership peaked with 1.82 million. Wait. Hold up. Time. Hold up. Wait. So you're telling me, you are telling me, with an inflated structure, with a change in methodology, that is literally supposed to yield higher results, that is designed to inflate rating numbers, you're telling me the 2025 WNBA Finals had less viewership in Game 2 compared to last year's game? They're counting more TVs, and more TVs, in home, out of home, on your phone. It doesn't matter. They're counting it. And they still did less? 150,000 less average? 400,000 less peak? Oh, that's bad news bears, as they would say. That's bad news bears. Okay, moving on. Can't be the same for Game 3, right? Game 3. 1.3 million viewers with a peak of 1.6. Okay, 1.3, peak of 1.6. Oh, no. Oh, no. Last year, with less counting metrics, including less TVs, less smart TVs, less bars, less phones, less iPads, less tablets, less laptops, less everything. You're telling me they still did 100,000 more viewers on average? You're telling me they did 400,000 more viewers with a peak? Folks, I told you that the truth lies somewhere in the middle, right? Ooh. This is bad news bears, as they would say. This is bad news bears. So this year, they did 1.3 with a peak of 1.6. And then last year, counting less amount of people, they did more viewership. Oh, no. Oh no. Now, folks, now I know people were doing victory laps. Oh my gosh, I thought the viewership was gonna be so low because that fan base. Folks, if this doesn't tell you a certain fan base turned this shit the fuck off, if this doesn't tell you a certain fanboy said, fuck no, I'll watch something else, I don't know what does. I don't know what does. This isn't a quick math right here. Let's just throw some numbers. This isn't a 12% decline year over year. When you factor in the additional amount of TVs, the different amount of casts getting counted, this is like a 30% decline from last year. If we want to implement this year's rating system to last year, those numbers are probably looking like 1.8 million, 1.7 million average. Even using last year's rating system, they're destroying what this year's currently did, Game 2 and Game 3. Now, I'm sure Game 4 is going to be elevated a little bit. Closeout game. Asia Wilson, closing it out, chance to make history. A lot of people don't want to see DeWanna Bonner and the football player known as Alyssa Thomas win. So yeah, people tuned in. Not I. Not I, said the big bad wolf, but people will be tuning in. People did tune in, I'm sure. And when we get to Monday or Tuesday or even Wednesday, numbers will come out. They'll look nice until you start looking real hard. But this isn't good numbers. And the worst part is, throughout this entire article, they don't even say the bad dip from last year. They don't even count it. They ignore it. When the numbers are proving their case, when the numbers back them up, oh, they love using last year's numbers. But now, you see? The playoffs as a whole averaged 1.2 million views, a 14% increase from last year. Yeah, but other than Game 1 in the WNBA Finals, Game 2 and Game 3 are down significantly. You might want to throw that in your little article. But again, the tale of two sides. You have front office sports who's busy pushing agendas. Front office sports who's busy pushing narratives. No disrespect, Margaret. I fucks with you. I love you. I love you. But I'm just saying. And then you look at the realness. Sports Media Watch, who's all about the numbers, who's all about the black, the white. And you know what they reported on? It's crazy, huh? The truth. Last week's Game 1 audience of 1.9 million is primarily responsible for the 25-year high. Sunday's Game 2 on ABC and Wednesday's Game 3 on ESPN actually declined from last year, averaging 1.2 and 1.3 respectively. You see the difference between honest reporting and bullshit? You guys see it, right? The difference between honest reporting, Sports Media Watch, and bullshit agenda-driven reporting. Honest black and white journalism reporting and narrative-driven garbage front office sports. Hey, Kathy, WNBA, you guys want to reach out to me? I haven't gotten one of those checks in a long time. I'll do my best. I'll be honest, but I'll do my best. These guys are just embarrassingly lying. They are withholding the truth. Telling parts of the truth and refusing to say the back half of the truth, that's a lie. Lie by omission, I believe is what they call it. Bad news bears, man. Bad news bears. Of course, you got the reactions. WNBA Finals. Games are averaging 1.5 million views across ESPN and ABC. Special whistle. Salute to Asia Wilson. Stop spreading lies. Nielsen started to include data in their current count. It's also the first time they started counting YouTube multicast views in the total. Fraudulent. Actual viewership was pathetic. Stop. Tickets are going for $10. Nobody is watching this shit. which is somehow slightly lower than the Aces Fever semifinal. Oh yeah, that's true. That's that's true. If you force feed people, they have to swallow at some point. Next year will be higher, and the year after that, in fake numbers. Didn't know WNBA was still on. Crazy work. Crazy work. Let me just point something out. Shout out to my boy, Duke. Duke. He actually had a good point right here. Here it is. Shout out, Duke. WNBA 2025 record numbers is like Switch 2 debut launch sales. Both record numbers, but you can't name two people in your immediate online groups that posted online about watching WNBA finals or buying a Switch 2. Duke, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Everybody that I've talked to online, no, they're watching the Major League Baseball playoffs. They're watching college football. Some are watching NASCAR. Some are watching the Eagles, the Phillies. Sorry, chicks. People in my real life friend group, they don't even know what the WNBA is. Of course, I'm being facetious. They couldn't name 10 players. They can name 3. Caitlin Clark, and maybe Angel Reese. Maybe. Maybe. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. I feel fresh. I feel fresh. I will see you next time. And as always, take it easy.